Here's the classic end riff from Back in Black. This is what I'd call the bridge section personally. And there's so many of these kind of classic rock riffs that are a little bit more advanced that always use, based around a power chord. So this is based around an E power chord, E5. And they're going to use fret 4 and 5 on, in this case, on string 5. And then that third fret bend with this middle finger. I'm going to be showing you this riff in its entirety, but it's so important to know that those kind of riffs, you know, listen out for them, and when you hear that kind of sound, this is how they're being played. A little bit of rock and roll there is another example. So this one starts with the open E string, and then we're going to set our fingers up, as I've just mentioned, from fret 2 to fret 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, all along string 5. Okay, so we set up like this. If that's something that you really struggle with, you can, in this, when you use open strings especially, you can sort of bring the thumb higher up and put your fingers on this angle, kind of like you're doing string bending, and then just rely a lot more on sliding, which I can show you as well. But that's the sort of best way to do it. You might, you know, if you're not used to this, I get a little bit of rest pain and that kind of thing, but you've also got this option as well. So the numbers, the notes themselves: 0, 5, 4, 2, 4. 5, 4, 2, 4, all on string 5. And that is half of the riff. I would generally be using alternate picking for this, so down, up, down, up, down. Because I'm sat down, I am finding this way more comfortable, to be honest. If I was stood up, I might be doing it more this way. And then we have this slight bend with middle finger 3rd fret. And then we have the easy bit, I guess. So let me just recap through this bit first. This is the trickier bit. So cool. And then all on string 5, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. And then you've got to work on your speed, which of course has its own challenges. What you're generally working on when you're playing things faster is the sync between the two hands. Obviously, you've got to know which notes, which strings you're picking with this hand. You've got to know which notes you're playing with this hand. So if you can't do it at that kind of speed, first of all, get it sounding right at this kind of speed. Dun, 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 dun. Personally, For this kind of riff, I would choose to rest my wrist above the bridge pickup just here, and be totally moving as little as possible, really, and totally moving from the wrist. And all of that is just coming from playing it over and over again, and playing similar kinds of riffs, and really getting used to the sync between your two hands. That's going to be the biggest thing that is going to build your speed. When you start getting kind of that sound happening, that gargle, as I call it, in between your notes, it's the sync that's out. This hand may know its job, this hand may know its job, but if they're out of sync, so if I play the second note and I put this note down, you know, not at the right time, you start to get that happen. And then all you do is just move it all a string down. Once you've got those notes memorized, and you can play it a bit more automatically. We do it a string down. So that is how to play that ending riff. I'm fully aware that will be more advanced than many of you can do if you've been following my channel for a little while. However, we've got my electric guitar starter course, which will really help you with this kind of thing, getting a bit more of a stretch and coordination with your hands and fingers. And we've got loads of classic, I must put a link up here, just to loads of easy riffs that will build up to this sort of playing ability. And we also have the solo, which starts like that. It's pretty, you know, mostly straightforward with some very quicker bits in it. That should be on the screen now. If it isn't, it will be up there. Thank you very much for watching.